All right, so Stephen Totilo and Chris Person from Kotaku, and we are looking at Retro City Rampage. And what we're trying to do here, Chris, is this is your playthrough from before, and there are a ridiculous amount of references to old school games, and we're going to see if we can call out as many as we see. Ready?
Yep.
Now, the bottom left, that's the guy from Punch-Out.
I think it is, yeah.
Okay. Theftropolis, I don't know. Wonder Hats. Not sure.
I always like a cellular telephone. That was my favorite part of that.
Yeah, because the game is certainly a throwback, right? It's like old school, original GTA look. This bottom right is the guy from Back to the Future.
Yeah, you'll see him later. You'll definitely see him later. Skating by, in the left corner. Skate and die. Yeah. Is it Skate or Die?
Oh yeah, okay. That's the A-Team van. He's the purple one that we just left behind.
You do run into them later. I was not particularly grateful with this.
So the whole thing overall, is old school top-down GTA. What is Bodacious? What was that?
Bodacious B. The police station, you're getting a sabotage reference here with the guy who you'll see right here.
Jester, Joker, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so Tenacious D, Bodacious B, is that what we're thinking on that one?
Probably. Even they're gonna acknowledge that this is a played reference. It's a Scrooge McDuck reference, and then a Duck Hunt reference, yeah.
The dog laughing at you, definitely Duck Hunt. The guy in the top left corner is something too, right? In the top left corner of our screen. He looks so familiar, but I can't figure out who he is.
Could be Dawson.
Spades of Steel, was that what that was? Was it Blades of Steel reference? That looked like, this is looking kind of Zelda-y maybe here. Is that Mega Man? That cop? He looks kind of like Mega Man? I don't know, I could be wrong.
One of the problems with this game, like you just saw a Hubert reference out of nowhere. They're constant references all the time. Like, Toasty from Mortal Kombat.
These are like the hills from Super Mario there, right? In the background. And there's some pipes there too.
Yeah, a lot of the background titles, like you'll see like a Sonic the Hedgehog, title coming up, or just even the background spreads will be Sonic the Hedgehog.
I missed that sign that we went past with zone restaurant.
I see Sonic the Hedgehog with sort of checkered mark titles. Just past a Duke Nukem Forever reference in the back.
Yeah, I originally thought this was all NES references, but there's actually a whole lot more. I mean, you can even, in the display modes, you can be playing this where it looks like it's on a Game Boy. I tried that out. Now it looks like it's in an arcade cabinet, and it's got some of the contouring of the CRT monitor going on. Snake bottom left is a Metal Gear reference.
And also to boxes. Yeah, you can also swap out, I think you're getting like a Ninja Turtles / original Mario reference right there in that layout. But you can also switch out how the game will render it, so not just the outline, but also like you can make it look like a VGA monitor, SVGA, Virtual Boy. So it's really, really kind of complicated what they did.
Maybe a throwback game, but it is also a cover-based shooter, at least in moments like this.
Yeah, but it doesn't piss me off. Scrooge McBank, there's a lot of like DuckTales, Scrooge McDuck references in this. Like when you go back, you'll see like the giant pit of money and like a sign that says no diving, which is a reference to the Scrooge McDuck's giant vault full of gold coins.
The character is called Player, which I guess is sort of the reference to like that was the default kind of name. You usually just put your own name into these kinds of games when you play it. Is that a Pac-Man ghost? on the left there?
No, that's actually supposed to be like a lifeguard on duty sort of chair. And like you can see on the lower right, you can see. Yeah, I know, it's like it's Scrooge McDuck's little vault.
This is a, when I played this part, that's a Batman reference, right? The second Batman, Christopher Nolan Batman movie, when they back a bus into a bank.
Yeah, and he kills one of his henchmen.
Ski mask there, so that's a Mortal Kombat reference in the bottom left. There's a lot of different unlocks in the game that make... I think you can like change into those costumes or something. Is that what that is? I never actually activated them, so I don't know.
I have no idea. I actually only played this for a little bit, but right here we're getting like a Frogger reference. Yeah, whenever he swears, you'll see like the little Qbert thing, and he's getting some Green Hills boots, which is a Sonic reference, and making a little Frogger reference in the middle of this. So they do just mix up references all the time, and that's kind of the strength of the game.
By the way, in the interface right below the score, those arrows, that's a Super Mario Bros. 3 interface, right? The P with the arrows is when you'd have the raccoon tail, right? And then you're running and that would fill up and then you'd fly.
Yeah, and actually, you'll notice later on in one of the dream sequences, very little tiny UI references, like he gets warped away, and it's just like the tornado that does the warp whistle in Mario 3, which is just it's a very quick, like, blink and you'll miss it kind of reference, but that's what this game does really well.
There's like an exclamation point block there, which feels like a Mario reference. That's a power. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Or
yeah, they had 4 different dudes coming out of there, look like turtles, had drop all 4 different weapons. Yeah, and here's where the I think the T team comes out. T Squad. There we go.
And that's was that the Duke Nukem thing in the bottom left? Oh, and you just opened up another one of the, yeah. Can't keep track. They're going by fast. The Punk Hawk. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have jumped on that guy. No, you'll see like a, I think it's like a college acceptance sort of poster. I think it's on the right coming up here. It's sort of a Duke Nukem reference. No, it must be later. There's a Mucus film thing, which I guess is a Lucasfilm thing, and...
Head. I don't get the produce store one, but there's this
Gin and Juice, Gin and Produce.
Sneaky Snake Boxing Crate is obviously the old Metal Gear logo. This is like a combo. Is this Doctor Who and Bill and Ted or some?
I think it's Bill and Ted just because they just say 2 dudes pop out and they say dude, but yeah, and then 3 dudes, which I think is second Bill and Ted.
Like an NES controller type interface inside that thing. Back to the Future. Urban Snack Bar? Mean anything to you? Milky's? Is that Clockwork Orange?
Could be, yeah, it could be Moloko, but that would be a really weird cut for me. I also like how throwaway the plot is. Like, it just, suddenly you're time traveled, you know, no mention of what happened to the Joker or whatever, the Jester. End of Mario 2 dream sequence kind of thing going on here.
Yeah, I kind of forgot the reference there, but now that you mention it.
I like the idea that he just dreams of blowing shit up. That's what he did. Flesh Prince.
Stagecoach? Is that like an Oregon Trail, or am I hallucinating on that one?
That's how I feel all the time playing this game. Is that a reference, or am I just overlooking these things?
Doctor Who's some? You see that one up there?
Petrovic.
Veterinarium. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I don't think everything is a reference. Oh, yeah. See, that was the Mario 3 tornado.
No, I didn't play much of the very early top-down GTAs, so I don't know if getting the tank in those games was an ultimate thing the way it was in like GTA 3. But obviously, the main gameplay reference we keep seeing in most of this is the original Grand Theft Auto.
I do know that in this, it's been forever since I played original Grand Theft Auto, but I know in this game you can drive a taxi around and like pick up fares, which is something that's been a staple of that series for a while.
So right after this bit, we're not going to be able to show it to you because we've gone on for a bit, but there's a whole really good parody of the original Metal Gear, the whole you have to sneak into the first truck, the truck starts moving, you fall asleep, all that kind of thing. Really spot on, brought me back to playing that game a ton on my NES. But overall, yeah, I hope you guys are getting what we're getting out of this, which is a really good nostalgic trip back to the games of old, or if you weren't around playing them, maybe you at least catch the references. But we highly recommend Retro City Rampage. We've had a lot of fun with it. I've been playing it on my Vita. Chris has been playing it on the PS3. It's also out on a bunch of other platforms, coming to other consoles as a download as well. So yeah, Retro City Rampage, highly recommended from me and Chris.
Yep, worth your money.